Hello everyone, here's an example of what I want you to do for our blank graphs test. So this would be an example of the type of graph that I might give you. Sometimes they're going to have some hints, like you can see up here, there is a P to help you out because this could be a number of different graphs. So that P is a hint. And I know that if I see P there, well, that's going to mean a few other things for this graph. So the first thing I need to do is I need to make sure that I label everything. And a nice guide to think about with this is our ACES model. So I'm going to think about my axes. Well, P, that's going to be price. So if price is up there on the Y, I know that Q is going to be down in the X. Now, if it's price in Q, it's tough. I'm not including colors on these, so there's no big hints. But if it's price and quantity, then I'm going to know this is a supply and demand graph. Demand is going to the dirt, so I've got to label a D for my curve and S for supply to the sky. So I've taken care of my axes and my curves now. Now I also need to show equilibrium. So let me make sure I put that in. So I'm going to draw equilibrium right here. And as part of that, I've got to make sure that I label that on the axes too. So that's a little thick. I'll do P1 and Q1. Now, as I look at this, there's not a shift, but there's movement. And so I've also got to explain this graph. I'm not done here. If I leave this here, I'm not going to get full credit. I've got to explain what's going on. So what I know, because I'm looking at 2 points and a movement between 1 point there and another point there, this isn't a shift in demand. This is a change in the quantity demanded. So I'm going to want to make note of that. So I'll add a description to this, that this graph represents, because I'm seeing a move along the demand curve, that it's not a change in demand, but it's a change in the quantity demanded. A little review there. Remember, price change or movement along the curve, that's just change in quantity demanded, or it could be supplied. If it was on our supply curve, this isn't a shift in demand or supply. That would get me all the points I need. I've taken care of my axes, my curves, my equilibrium. No shift to worry about here, but there will be some others, so you'll have to explain that in your narrative. But I did explain that movement that was illustrated between 2 points on the demand curve. That's everything I would need to do to get full credit on this graph. Good luck on this project.